Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway. I'm with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for another Wichita Postcard of the Week. Several times ago, I showed you a postcard of McDonald's here in Wichita, taken and used in the early 1960s when they first had they brought their stores to Wichita. They're at the corner of Hillside and Harry Street, up there on the hill, so to speak. But for that, they mailed out postcards to the entire neighborhood, introducing their new store, giving store hours and so forth. And as an incentive, you were to bring that card in and they would give you a free hamburger. Well, that, of course, brought you to their store. It showed you how to park and walk in easily, and inside lots of industry, lots of people working fast. Their whole thing was to be speedy and to get the food out to you right quickly. The card I want to show today is from Peter Pan Ice Cream Store here in Wichita. We had a number of these stores around the city, and this particular one was for the Peter Pan Ice Cream Store at 2022 West Maple. That's over on the west side of Wichita on West Maple Street, kind of across from Friends University. But it says here, would anyone at this house like a free banana split? You can get one absolutely free by buying one at a regular price and presenting this card. Bring a friend. Come down to the Peter Pan Ice Cream Store on Maple. If there is more than 2 in your group, we will give you a banana split free for each you buy. And if you prefer, we will let you substitute either a malt or sundae in the same offer. Be sure to bring this card, as it is strictly a neighborhood offer. And then they go ahead and they stress that it's Wichita's year-round ice cream store. And the offer expired the middle of December 1953. A long time ago. I would have been 10 years old. In any case, giving you a little bit of background about Peter Pan ice cream stores. This all started, I think, over in the Emporia area, where a family had a butter processing plant, and they started making ice cream. Then they started opening these stores, and they became very successful. People loved the idea of not just going to a drugstore, say, or their grocery store for a box of ice cream, but going into a store where you could see the big tubs of it in the cold area and some big scoops. They were famous for big scoops of ice cream. But in any case, their business flourished, and in time, they were bought out by a company, and they signed an agreement that they would not sell or make ice cream in the state of Kansas for 10 years. So, what did they do? The man we're talking about is Mr. Braum. And so he moved to Oklahoma City and opened ice cream stores there called Braum stores, and the rest is history. You know how successful they are today, all along roadsides all over the country, known for a little bit of groceries and wonderful ice cream, a big selection, lots of flavors, and again, they're big dips of ice cream in the either tubs or ice cream cones. The message was printed on the postcard on one side, and then hand typed. I can tell just by looking at the type font and everything, and it was addressed just to a resident. So they were trying to get it out to the different addresses in that neighborhood, and they were very successful. This was mailed December 2, 1953, and that I'm thinking that somebody had a job for several days of typing these up and addressing them, along with the return address and everything in the upper left-hand corner. But probably earning a little bit of Christmas money for Christmas shopping later that same month. But this is an interesting postal card. You can see that it's a 2-cent red. The earlier cards we've looked at were 1-cent green postal cards, but the year before, actually, I looked that it was January 1, 1952, where postage rates went up to 2 cents. They doubled from 1 to 2. By the way, today, postcard postage is 35 cents, so we've come a long ways that way, too. But in any case, thanks for looking today and looking at this, sharing this Peter Pan ice cream store postcard. I've never seen one, with a picture of the outside of the building, but this one I'm proud to have and to add it to my dairy selection of my hometown, Wichita, Kansas. Thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.